The purpose of today's video is to number 1, get you up to date on the latest Tesla news. Number 2, share with you a 2-minute clip of an interview by Herbert Ong with Andrea S James. I will leave a link to the interview below. And number 3, list the multiple technical moats that Tesla has over legacy auto and other EV makers. Andrea James is one of the earliest Tesla bulls, and in this interview, she calls Tesla a vortex of competence. I love that line. First item I'd like to cover is Tesla's Supercharging network and the value that Wall Street analysts will be assigning to it, now that both GM and Ford have committed to using it on their EVs. Furthermore, Mercedes-Benz and Stellantis, 2 European auto giants, are also considering using it. Spoiler alert, in my opinion, they have no choice. Fred Lambert of Electric just wrote an article where he quotes Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley. Tesla's supercharger network could be worth $100 billion or much more. The Morgan Stanley dominant case assumes 30% EV miles penetration, 80% Tesla share of supercharging, and 70% net operating profit after tax margin to lead to a potential net present value of $33 per share. $33 per share times 3,166,000,000 shares equals $104 billion. The Morgan Stanley monopoly case assumes 50% EV miles penetration, 100% Tesla share of supercharging, and 80% no-pat margin to lead to a potential net present value of $78 per share. $78 per share times 3,166,000,000 shares is $247 billion. Yes, $247 billion with the B, if I did the math properly. I will leave a link to the article below. Next is the article by Clean Technica on why Tesla is the dominant force for superchargers in 3 continents for most cars. The study looked at the number of superchargers in North America, Europe, and Asia, and found that Tesla had more superchargers than any other automaker in each region. The study also found that Tesla superchargers are more widely available than those of other automakers. For example, in North America, Tesla has over 17,000 superchargers, while the next closest automaker, General Motors, has only 2,000. Tesla's dominance of the supercharger market is a major advantage for the company. It allows Tesla to offer a more convenient and reliable charging experience for its customers. It also makes it more difficult for other automakers to compete with Tesla in the electric vehicle market. By now, it has become crystal clear that Tesla owns the EV world in both manufacturing and charging, while everyone else will be paying rent. Next is an article by Tesla North titled Tesla Highlights 99.9% Supercharger Uptime. Tesla's vast global and ever-expanding network is light years ahead of everyone else in size and technology. I predicted that GM would follow Ford, and they did. Now I repeat my prediction that the rest of legacy auto will adopt Tesla superchargers shortly, followed by Tesla's full self-driving software. These 2 events will be game changers, as well as a gigantic victory for Tesla's investors and the world as a whole. Next is an article by Eva Fox from Tasmanian highlighting that Model Y was the best non-truck seller in the US from January to April of 2023. Tesla Model Y continues its triumphant march. Experian data released by Automotive News show Tesla Model Y superior sales performance in the US. In the first 4 months of this year, sales of the car doubled from last year to 127,541 units. Model Y became the best-selling passenger car in the overall sales rankings in the country. The car also became the second best-selling vehicle in the US, surpassed only by the Ford F-150 pickup truck with nearly 240,000 units sold. Model Y is also taking Europe by storm. For frequent updates and current data on Tesla's European sales, watch the YouTube channel Best in Tesla by Lars Stenritter. His channel is based in Denmark and has tons and tons of valuable information. Tesla's next big hit will be the Cybertruck. Speaking of the devil, one of the Cybertruck prototypes was just flown to New Zealand, where it's currently winter. There, the Cybertruck will undergo severe cold weather testing. One more indication that the highly anticipated Cybertruck will soon be on our roads and highways. I call the Cybertruck a neon ad on wheels for all of Tesla's EVs. More good news. A tweet from June 18th from James Cat on Twitter. China may introduce NEV support measures soon. China's State Council Information Office will hold a briefing at 10 a.m. Beijing time on June 21st on promoting the development of the NEV industry. This means China may reinstitute the EV subsidies that will benefit all Chinese EV makers, including Tesla Shanghai. Here's a quote from Drive Tesla Canada on today's article of June 20th, 2023. If Tesla's North American charging standard, known as NACS or NACS, wasn't already the de facto charging standard for North America, dethroning the Combined Charging System, CCS, in a matter of weeks, it certainly is now. On Tuesday, Rivian announced it has signed a deal with Tesla to adopt NACS and gain access to the 12,000 superchargers across Canada and the US, joining Ford and GM, who have recently announced similar deals. Here are additional exceptional news for Tesla from electric. Tesla's NACS connector is gaining support from several other companies, primarily charging station manufacturers and operators. Following the announcement that both Ford and GM, as well as Rivian, will adopt Tesla's NACS connector in future electric vehicles in North America, EV charging companies have announced that they too will support the connector. I look at these events as more win-win collaboration. Here are the charging station companies that have announced support for NACS recently. ABB, Blink Charging, ChargePoint, EVgo, Flow, Tritium, Wallbox. ChargePoint is the latest to say that it will soon have NACS connectors on its DC fast chargers. On the energy side of the business, Neoen has secured a contract to build a battery energy storage system, also known as a BESS, in Western Australia, capable of delivering 187 megawatts of capacity services for the Southwest Interconnected System. The project, known as Kali Battery, will use Tesla Megapacks and be capable of storing energy for up to 4 hours. More Tesla news. Elon Musk is scheduled to meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on July 1st, 2023 at the St. Regis Hotel in New York City. The meeting is expected to focus on Tesla's plans to enter the Indian market on the possibility of a manufacturing plant in India. The meeting comes at a time when Tesla is facing increasing pressure to enter the Indian market. The Indian government has been pushing Tesla to set up a manufacturing plant in India, but Tesla has so far resisted these calls. Musk has said that Tesla is still evaluating the Indian market and that it is not yet clear whether the company will set up a manufacturing plant in India. Keep in mind how busy Elon Musk has been lately, meeting with leaders all over the world, including leaders of Canada, France, Mexico, Spain, South Korea, Poland, etc. In my opinion, it's safe to say that these events are needed steps to achieve Tesla's master plan part 3. Tesla is definitely going big and swinging for the fences. Next is the 2-minute video clip of Andrea James' interview by Herbert Ong of Writer with Herbert YouTube channel. Andrea was one of the original Tesla bulls since way back in 2011 when this interview was done. Remember that Tesla went public in 2010 at $17 a share. The stock is split twice, 5-to-1 and 3-to-1, so today's price of $274 would be $4,110 pre-split. That rise in the stock proved Andrea correct. As much as the stock has gone up, the stars are aligning just right for Tesla to have another meteoric rise. The stars I'm referring to are EVs, full self-driving, energy, Optimus Bot, and AGI, Artificial General Intelligence.
Let's go back in time. So you are heralded, and rightly so. You are, I say a hero because way back in 2011-12, I'm an early investor. I invested in 2012 myself. So obviously I saw the story, believed in it as you did. But you were so brilliant in your ability to communicate. And, if for those people who have invested in Tesla today, and we saw the shorts and we saw the disinformation that we're fighting with in the last 2 years, there was nothing compared to what you had to deal with in 2011 and 12 when you had less information and less. But I want to play a few clips here. So let's start with the first one, which is showing your bullishness on Tesla at such an early stage, and then we'll hear your response to it.
Characterize your view as pretty bullish here on the stock. We're pretty bullish on the stock, that's right.
Hey, I'm curious, you have a buy on the stock, and the stock's at an all-time high today. Do you really still tell people to go out and put new money into this thing?
It's a great question. My price target's $45, and it got there overnight. I've always said that $45 is a stepping stone on the way to a much bigger company. How much would you pay for a company that's going to do maybe $2.5 billion in revenue next year in 2014, with more to come? So I've always thought that that was a stepping stone on the way to a much bigger company. And a lot of investors who are coming into the stock are expecting their money to generate very nice returns over the 2 to 3 to 4 year time frame.
Is that a reasonable expectation in your view, Andrea?
I do. I think that this company they've got a lot of exciting things going on, and I think they're going to continue to surprise us.
I love it, love it, love it, love it.
And now on to Tesla moats. Number 1, largest, most reliable supercharging global network. The fact that Ford, GM, and Rivian will be using the network, and Mercedes-Benz, Stellantis, and Hyundai are considering it, are powerful testimonials. There is zero doubt in my mind that many others will follow if they want to survive in an EV world. Number 2, direct sales. Tesla sells its vehicles directly to consumers without the need for dealerships. This eliminates the middleman and allows Tesla to keep costs down. Buying directly from the internet makes it a more desirable experience than haggling with a salesman, constantly promoting additional and costly bells and whistles for the vehicle. Number 3, no advertising. Tesla spends very little on advertising. This is because the company's products are so popular that they do not need to spend a lot of money to get people's attention. Jeff Bezos once said, you only need to advertise when you have an inferior product. Number 4, vertical integration. Tesla vertically integrates its operations, meaning that it controls most of the steps involved in manufacturing its vehicles. This gives Tesla more control over quality and costs. Number 5, own battery factories. Tesla owns its own battery factories, which gives it a significant advantage over other automakers that rely on third-party suppliers. Gigacasting. Tesla uses gigacastings, a new manufacturing process that allows it to create large complex parts for its vehicles in a single piece. This reduces the number of parts needed and makes manufacturing more efficient. Number 7, best engineering core. Tesla has one of the best engineering teams in the world. This team is responsible for developing Tesla's innovative vehicles and technologies. Number 8, most EV factories. Tesla has the most EV factories in the world, which gives it the ability to produce a large number of vehicles. Number 9, best supply chains. Tesla has the best supply chains in the industry. This gives it the ability to get the components it needs when it needs them, which helps to keep production on track. Lithium refining. Tesla is building its own lithium refining facility in South Texas. This will give Tesla a secure supply of lithium, which is a key component in batteries. Number 11, highest EV profit margins. Tesla has the best EV profit margins in the industry. This is due to a number of factors, including its direct sales model, no advertising, no unions, vertical integration, and gigacastings. Number 12, plans to reduce costs. Tesla is still actively working on plans to reduce the cost of making an EV by 50%. This will make Tesla's vehicles more affordable and accessible to a wider range of consumers. Number 13, most advanced AP and FSD software. Tesla has the most advanced autopilot and full self-driving software in the industry. This technology is still under development, but it has the potential to revolutionize transportation. The software is so advanced that it's already being tested not just in the USA, but also Canada, Europe, and China. Number 14, FSD Level 4 or Level 5 are very close. It's not a question of if, but when Tesla is able to achieve this unprecedented milestone, it will be the most significant breakthrough in the history of the auto industry and will propel Tesla's stock and market cap to new highs. Just like Ford, GM, Rivian will be using Tesla Superchargers, I predict that Legacy Auto and other EV makers will license Tesla's superior FSD software in the next 2 to 3 years. Toyota is already committing to using gigacastings for their EVs just like Tesla has been doing for years. These are just some of the moats that Tesla has over legacy automakers. These moats give Tesla a significant advantage and make it virtually impossible for other automakers to compete. It is my strong belief that Tesla is well on its way to total global EV and energy domination and will be one of the biggest players in AGI. If you feel I missed anything, disagree with any of my points, or have any ideas on how to improve these videos, please comment below. Thank you for watching. If you find this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe so it can get to more people.